is good, YouTube? It's your boy, the franchise guy, coming back at you again. Another Madden 19 Eagles franchise mode. You see right here, Carson Wentz won Player of the Week for NFC Offensive Player. Love to see that. 5 touchdowns, 1 pick, and right now we're just going the J. We're finally going to get this man re-signed. $5.5 million, $2.8 million signing bonus. We got Bryce Love for scouting, Rodney Anderson, Caleb McGarry, Alex Bars, Ross something, Ben Austin Powers, Martez Ivy. Yes, I know Powers was just Ben Powers. I felt like saying Austin Powers because I thought it'd be funny. But further ado, we got Eagles Vikings, an NFC Championship rematch, and hopefully it's as close to the game as it was last time, if you know what I mean. So you got Jason Kelsey hyping everyone up. You got pretty much about the defense right now, which is kind of weird when you think about it. Why would the offensive center play, hype up your defense? I don't know. Maybe saying that we don't like us and we don't care. I'm pretty sure the Eagles are pretty well liked now. You got Mike Wallace last week, 8 receptions, 155 yards, and a touchdown, a long catch of 37. That's pretty short there. They even got former Redskins quarterback Kirk Cousins at the helm of the Vikings, taking over for Sam Bradford, Case Keenum, and Teddy Bridgewater. It sucks to hear what happened to Teddy Bridgewater, but if you are following pretty much the NFL right now, you see that Teddy he has a shot right now with the Jets. I'm pretty sure he's with the Jets right now. But he's doing pretty good. He's got a sack right there from Brandon Graham. We love to see that. Going on offense right now, 2nd and 3. Nelson Aguilar looking for his 25th catch of the season. He's going to get it right there as he breaks a tackle. Kind of surprised that Aguilar broke a tackle right there. 3 for 7 from Wentz. Got his 25th catch of the season. It's all good right there. You got the Eagles offensive line coming out. Peters, Wisniewski, Kelsey, Brooks, Johnson. We got Alshon, a bunch of other people. I took too long to read. Reading's hard for some people. Some people, I mean me. They have Aguilar again underneath. Not quite 9 yards. So we are forced to punt right now. We're just being locked down right now. For the defense, we got Graham Cox, Jernigan Barnett on the D-line. We got Bradham, Hicks, and Geary for our linebackers. And for our D-backs, we got Darby, Jenkins, McLeod, and Mills. We actually get Jenkins this time. Not Chris Long. Like to see that right there. Brandon Graham's going to come in. He's going to miss the sack right there by just putting a step. Complete to Adam Thielen. 4th and 9. They're forced to punt. Second line for Carson Wentz and the Eagles. He's going to hand the ball off to J.J. He's just going to take 5 people to take him down. And Nelson Aguilar is hurt. He gets hurt somewhere on that, even though he was involved in the play. Now, 4th and 1, you know who we're going to. We're going to max protect right now, just trying to get extra protection up front. Jordan Mailata, for some reason, instead of going straight, ends up curving into the offensive lineman. Doesn't really matter. We get the first down. I'm going to put Jeremy Maclin in. Jeremy Maclin's get some snaps right now just because Aguilar's hurt. Give him a breather right there. We're going to get sacked by Everson Griffin. His first sack of the game. 5th sack on the season, too. So that's now held to a field goal after that. Jake the Snake Elliott. We thought we were going to hook it a little to the left after we missed one last week, but we do hit this one right through the uprights. Take a 3-0 lead. 3rd and 9 for Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Brandon Graham is going to pretty much rope him into a Derek Barnett sack. Brandon Graham misses by a step, and Barnett's there to finish the play. Barnett's going to do something weird. Barnett's 3rd sack of the season. And on a 2nd 8 for the Eagles on the 14-yard line, we're going to find a wide open, but it gets deflected to Eric Kendricks for the interception. Brother of Michael Kendricks, who apparently thinks the Cleveland Browns have more talent than the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what he's smoking. He should stop hanging out with Josh Gordon, if you know what I mean. But we're going to get a huge run by Dalvin Cook right now. If he didn't cut so many times, he would have had a touchdown. I guarantee he would have had a touchdown if he didn't take so many cuts. Brandon Graham pretty much gets around the block this time. Dalvin Cook gets weighed down by Nate Geary and Fletcher Cox. So stuffing for a 7-yard loss and a 1st and 10 for the Eagles on the 3-yard line. We're going to find Nelson Aguilar, Mr. Reliable, over the center for the touchdown. And this time we're actually going to see the bobsled go down. And just going to hop right on in and, we're going to do something. I really don't know what the point of this is, but it's cool, I guess, to watch. So he was going to take a nice 10 to nothing lead, barring this field goal that we're eventually going to hit. And just look at Aguilar, look how open he is. And here we go, we're getting around to it, and that's our 10-point lead. 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter, and 250 something change. Gonna hand off to Dalvin Cook, and this is gonna be a hold right there on the offense. Dalvin Cook had a 1st down, but on a 2nd 12, I believe it's the center. He's gonna get the holding call right here. And it is actually the left tackle, Riley Reef, gets the holding call. So on 2nd 22, Brandon Graham is just going to give them all those yards right back and a reset on downs, because that's a roughing the passer call apparently, even though it's not roughing the passer. Nothing about the passer was roughed. The passer was running away and Brandon Graham's getting a diving tackle for him. There's a running back. It's not obsessive roughness. And right there we get a forced fumble and Brandon Graham's not going to pick it up. So after a reset on downs, we force them back to 2nd and 22. This time after a fumble caused by Timmy Jernigan right there after he jumps into Kirk Cousins, because apparently that's not roughing the passer. But on 3rd and 22 right now, we're going to be setting the blitz, because that's what we got to do. Bradham's going to be right there for the tackle behind the line of scrimmage on Cook. It might be Murray, actually, for his 15th tackle of the season. My one problem with Madden is that if you sim the games, you're going to get the correct tackles, but if you play the games, you're never going to get the correct tackles. And here we go, the Eagles are fumbling, and Jason Peters kicks the ball 10 yards, and Wisniewski kicks the ball another 10 yards before they finally pick it up. So on 3rd and 13, after getting some yards back after that one play, we're going to get Mike Wallace underneath. Wallace is going to try and hurdle the defender. It's not going to work, so we're forced to punt the ball. So 3rd and 10 and 15 seconds left in the quarter. Graham's going to run into Kirk Cousins because Cousins is going to throw it away. Cousins having a horrible game. 3 for 8 for only 12 yards. And we're just going into halftime. Hopefully the Vikings can, reset and have, a better first half. See, I don't understand his passing yards. -15 passing yards, even though we just saw Kirk Cousins had 12 passing yards. I don't understand where that came from, unless it's counting the fumble. Does it count fumbles as negative passing yards? But we got the Panthers defeating the Giants 31-20. Eli has 2 picks in Eli fashion. Love seeing that because they're an interdivision rival. We got Oakland taking on the not San Diego Chargers. The Chargers leading 14-3. It's pretty nice going on right there. We got Cardinals in San Francisco. And there's a very weird 3-2 game. Cardinals are 1-3, while Niners are 3-1. Neither team is really doing all that well. Hopefully that gets turned around. Bradford's a fairly competent quarterback. 3rd and 14 coming out of halftime. Brandon Graham is going to miss the sack, but Cousins is hit as he's thrown, so he's now at a 33% passer rating. Not too shabby, really, for Cousins. And on a 3rd and 3, we're going to hand the ball off to, or 4th and 3, I'm sorry, going to hand off to Corey Clement. He's going to end up inches short of the 1st down, so we turn the ball over on 4th. We're going to bite on the play action right there. Stephon Diggs is going to get open, beating man coverage right there. And, 1st and 10 on a reset of downs. Brandon Graham's going to get off things, but he's not. And we're going to get a sack up the middle. Rodney McLeod is going to break through the offensive line, get the sack. Of course, the 2nd 7. We have 5 sacks in this game so far. We are just destroying this offensive line. It's a very weak offensive line, really. Brandon Graham's going to miss the sack again. Kyle Rudolph, for some reason, is doing juke moves in open field instead of running. He could have had a touchdown easily if Darby kept getting blocked. He's now 5 for 11, so he's getting better, it looks like. And on a first down, we're going to get a user sack by Brandon Graham, his third sack of the game, not called anything this time, which is always good because last time he did that, it was called a roughing the passer. This time, sack. So I don't really know what qualifies as a sack and what causes a roughing the passer. And on back-to-back plays, Brandon Graham gets a sack, forcing a 4th and 16, his 4th sack of the game, the 7th of the game for Philly. And we're going to force him to a field goal right now, as long as we don't block it. So hopefully we can get the block, and we're not going to block it. Come close, but no cigar. So Philly has a 3-10 or 10-3 lead. Saying that backwards. On 1st and 10, we're gonna be sacked again. There's just nowhere for us to go. I think we could have dumped down to Corey Clement, but when I'm playing, I don't see everything. I'm seeing a lot of these things now when I record over for the voiceover. Because Everson Griffin gets his 3.5 sack of the game. Jesus, that's a lot of sacks. So on 3rd and 24, gotta look to go deep, and we're gonna go deep to Mike Wallace, I believe that is, and that's Alshon Jeffrey. We're gonna get a flag called, so we're gonna get a PI. It's the only PI I've seen so far in 4 games. Actually, I played preseason. Figure out who my starters players are gonna be. And then, yeah, that's my only PI I've seen in all these games. And we're gonna go deep to Mike Wallace. And Mike Wallace is gonna get a bad jump on it, and it's intercepted on the 1-yard line. And we don't like seeing that right there. And 2nd and 11, we're gonna show him who's boss, as we're gonna force the safety and the punt, his 15th tackle of the season for McLeod. It's great to see right there. I think it's fair tackle numbers for a safety, 15. Ball security, don't throw an interception this time. Well, yeah, no, that's a good tip right there. We got Goddard wide open into the red zone. He goes. Wentz has 2 picks on the day so far, only 1 touchdown, so we need to get those touchdown numbers up. We can't be allowing too many interceptions, and we get the touchdown right back. So even at the numbers right now, it's pretty good to see. It's Alshon Jeffrey in the end zone. 3rd inches. Jake Elliott up for the kick, and it's good. Love to see that. Just a nice 19-3 lead. Hopefully we can keep this pressure going, just rub it in some more. That the Eagles are now manhandling the Vikings in back-to-back games. Brandon Graham misses his 5th sack. Darby misses an interception. Stephon Diggs has the ball in open field, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Just a missed tackle, a missed sack just leads to points on the board. So it's going to be a 10-19 game. We're actually going to go for 2 right now. Hopefully we can stop this, keep them in single digits, drop them back, and for some reason Bradham's not going to play the ball. And it's going to be an 11-19 lead for the Eagles, or 19-11 lead for the Eagles. Kyle Rudolph does a Fortnite dance. Alright. Gonna find Zach Ertz in open field for a big pickup right there. Love seeing that. And, gotta be aggressive right now, go for some touchdowns, last minute of the game, defense is weak. And avoiding the sack, we're going to find Mike Wallace in the end zone for Carson Wentz's 3rd touchdown of the game. There's a little team celebration going on. Love seeing that. Jason Peters and his old ass are dancing around with all these young guys. I mean, Mike Wallace is pretty old too, actually. He's 32. Line the ball up for Jake the Snake Elliott. Kick is perfect. It's going to go right up the middle. There we go. We love seeing that right there. Jake and his snakiness. Alright, that worked. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Brangham's going to miss another sack, but Paul Warlow's going to pick it up. So at least we're getting sacked somewhere. It's 3rd tackle of the game, 1st sack of the game. So the Eagles are just not letting up on defense. We're just blitzing the house right now. We're just not letting Kirk Cousins be comfortable in that pocket. And we should have had a pick right there by Darby. I believe we really should have had a pick right there on 4th down. But he prevented the receiver from catching it, so that's all that really matters. And on 4th and 4 for the Eagles, we're going to hand the ball off to Josh Adams, who clears it. I believe he gets the first down. Everson Griffin, he's down with an injury right now. And, for some reason, we're throwing it again. And we're going to fire into Zach Ertz for the touchdown. There is no reason we should be throwing the ball with less than 2 minutes left in the red zone. We should run the ball up the middle and kick a field goal if need be. But the extra point is good by Jake Elliott. So I love to see that right there. Just not holding up on offense, not holding up on defense. Holding to 0 rushing yards apparently. We had 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions, but Eagles win 33-10 or 33-11. I can't really see because that sun glare is there for some reason. Carson Wentz is 27 for 41 today, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Jay Ajayi has 2 broken tackles, 61 yards. Quick Lance, 41 yards. Josh Allen has 36 yards. Ertz with a touchdown. Mike Wallace with a touchdown. Aguilar has 2 touchdowns. Jeffrey has a season low 74 yards. Johnson lets up 2 sacks. Pierce lets up a sack. Wisniewski lets up a sack. Brendan Graham 5 tackles for loss. 4 sacks on the day. McLeod, Jernigan, Barnett, and Warlow also have sacks. Brandon Graham, Jordan Hicks, lead the way with 9 combined tackles for loss. Tons of tackles for loss right now for this team. Total tackles. Brandon Graham has 10 total tackles, 7 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles. Bradham has 5, so that's pretty good. Jake Elliott's 1 for 1 field goals, 4 for 4 on extra points. Love seeing that. We are forced to punt 3 times because this defense, even though we're an All-Pro, is still a pretty good defense to go up against. And this time we do have some upgrade points. I'm not gonna forget about this and try to rush through it and give a outro while I'm doing this. So I really don't actually remember what I upgraded for these guys. So I'll go with the pass block right now. So Lane Johnson's now a 93 overall, 92 for pass protector. We need that right there, especially because he's only 28. I think that said he was 27, 26, something like that. So we need to upgrade him, make him our franchise right tackle. We're gonna upgrade pass protector for Jason Peters. Jason Peters, he's gonna retire at the end of the season. Everyone knows it. So we just need to give him a little better just to hold down the fort. Got Alshon Jeffrey, our franchise wide receiver currently. They're gonna upgrade his deep threat, maybe? I really don't know. I'm guessing along as everything else. We upgrade his deep threat right there. Gets a bunch of upgrades as you see right there. He's a 91 overall. Love to see that. It's great right there that he's 91 overall. And Big V, I would love for him to start, but I just can't. I've seen gameplay with him and he just doesn't work out starting. But we're gonna upgrade, I believe it's power. But until next time, YouTube, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Check out last week's episode. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Stay classy, YouTube. Peace out. Told you upgrade power.